Welcome to Shorts Beyond Measure, where fashion, interiors, and psychology get the stylish, savvy, and slightly therapeutic touch.
We're Tara West, Caroline Baltz, and Allison Goldberg, a fashion stylist and 2 interior designers who are also trained as psychotherapists.
So let's get into what's trending, what's tired, and what's actually worth your time. Because good style and good decisions should never be short-lived.
Hello, ladies. How are we?
We are here.
We are doing it.
Today, we're focusing on self-care, which I actually love to talk to other women all the time about self-care because we're all in different places and we all do different things. And I love, like, all my friends. I think that my clients are beautiful. I mean, really, it's amazing how well women take care of themselves. And I'm always fascinated by, what are you doing?
Right. No, and it's such a way that women bond, right? Like, share our self-care, share our beauty secrets, share our this. It's a fun part of, I think, being female. I like.
Yeah. Females are okay sometimes.
Sorry. No, I was going to say, I don't feel like people really gatekeep anymore. Like, I feel like they used to.
I think you're surrounding yourself with better people.
Hi.
I'm an open book.
Well, I think, let's start with you, Caroline.
Well, so just to ground it a little bit, even maybe deeper, but like part of what we talk about in our podcast is behavior and psychology and how it relates to interior designer fashion, right? And so we always ask in our like intake or our first meeting with a client, what are your behaviors? How do you behave in your space? What's important to you? Do you entertain? Do you, have church Bible study every Saturday? Like, I don't know. Like, let's really get to know how a person behaves. And part of it is self-care. Like, let's prioritize that. Your home reflects your priorities. And so, or it should. And so how do we help them do that? And one of the questions, I think maybe we haven't explicitly said it this way, but maybe we should, is like, what is your self-care routine?
Mm-hmm. I think, for me, when I'm similar when I'm with somebody, I say, like, what do you do? Do you travel a lot? Do you stay in your home for the summer? These are all things to, like, what do you do? How do you travel? Because when you're investing in clothing, we need to think about these types of things, because if you're going to buy, like, a $1,400 winter coat and you never go skiing, I mean, does that make sense? In New England it would, but you know what I'm saying. But, let's make it practical to your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would say, I'm curious about your self-care routine. I want to know it all.
Are you looking at me or Tara?
Yeah. Why don't we start
I know Allison. She just gets in her bed.
I've never heard somebody talk more about bed.
No. I love my bed.
What sheet count do you have?
I know, 2,000.
I mean, it's just so comfortable. The TV's there. I drink my coffee there. You guys can come in my bed.
Oh, thank you.
I love when people come in my bed.
Are the kids allowed on the bed?
Oh, yeah. I'm a snuggler. Like, you want to snuggle? Let's do it.
So you wake
Whatever
up.
Whatever happens.
When you wake up, you get your coffee, and then what? You stay in bed?
So, like, wherever I have to go, I set my alarm for I give myself a half an hour every morning to drink my coffee in my bed. Like, and I hate waking up early, but I love that 30 minutes of, I do my Quirtle and Wordle and crosswordle, and I drink my coffee, and I'm alone, and it's quiet, and I need that to start my day. So I would say that that's some of my self-care.
Like slowing it down, taking a beat.
Yeah, instead of being like, the alarm's going off, I'm gonna run out,
yeah.
I need to feel grounded before I start my day. It's really, really important.
I'm so opposite. I'm like 5 a.m. I mean, I usually work out with my trainer or some kind of workout at 6 a.m. So I have to wake up at 5, and sometimes I decide to have my coffee depending on how tired I am. And then I'm out the door.
You are a doer.
Yeah, you are a doer. And you move quickly.
Yeah.
I move quickly, because I don't have time. Because if I don't work out in the morning, then there's no time.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
Except I've been like this is what I've been doing lately. It's so embarrassing. But I have to get my 10,000 steps because I'm 50. So anyways, I bring my sneakers, and then, like, today, if I have time, I'll wear this dress with I brought a different pair of socks, and I'll go walk the reservoir if it's nice out because I have to because I'm at that age.
But that's also like your quiet reflective time, right? Like you're alone, you're walking the reservoir. There's not a lot of like, you're not emailing. Well, you might be emailing, but hopefully you're listening to some music or a podcast. Like Shorts Beyond Measure.
Yeah, but that's, I appreciate that you have that time in the morning. I think that's probably really healthy. Like for me, I'm just like, boom, I gotta go. But what about you?
Yeah, I love to work out. When it was taken away to go to my classes or whatever during COVID, I was like, I will appreciate this every single time I get to walk into my freaking B-tone class because it's my church. Like it makes me feel good. It makes me feel strong. I think I'm the strongest I've been in a really long time because it's just something that I really, really enjoy.
That's great.
Oops.
B-tone, for those who don't know, can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, it's Pilates, but it's weighted Pilates. So it's really like elongating muscles, muscle tone. I had 2 C-sections, so like my core really needs a lot of work. And so, yeah, it's changed, I think, how I feel in my body.
A lot of people like that. I do solid core sometimes. Have you guys done that? It's like very similar.
Yeah, that's mostly just core.
I do bed hardcore.
You do bed rot really well.
I'm a bed rotter, baby.
You're beautiful and you look amazing. So you have to do some kind of workout. Do you? Or is this natural? Make us jealous.
Yeah.
I can't. Caroline can answer that for you.
She eats bonbons. That's what she does.
Like literally.
I like eat donuts in bed.
Yeah.
So
I'm
there's
so lazy.
There's no workout regimen.
Well, so every spring I'll play. I am on a tennis team, so I play tennis.
Oh my God, I want to go to that.
No, I'm actually like
good.
I mean, I'm not good, but I'm very competitive.
She's athletic. Yeah.
I'm athletic. I grew up like playing soccer and stuff. I just I don't get the enjoyment out of working out. I wish I did. I like to go for a walk, but I'm not doing it for like the physical benefit. It's like the flowers bloomed and my daughter wants to go for a walk. Let's go.
I wish I was like that. I can't. I think it's also I'm so short.
Yeah.
Like I could gain 5 pounds in a minute. It's just true. But also, it's like for my mental health, that's my therapy, probably much like you, is like doing the workout in the morning or whenever.
Yeah, it's a release. I feel strong. I feel good. My other thing, though, is this is kind of a newer part of my self-care, maybe about a year ago. But I started doing IV infusions. Glutathione, biotin, and 2 bags of fluids once a month. And I feel like I feel like a rock star. Like the next day, I just feel so like energized and alive and healthy, and like it's really an important part of my self-care.
Were you nervous when you started doing that?
I don't love needles, so like I kind of look away and I get a little squeamish, but just the positive effects of it so much for me outweigh any kind of nerves or whatever. And they're trained nurses, it's like everything's sterile. They come to your home. They're very professional. Yeah.
Are you doing the NAD therapy?
I don't know what that is.
That's apparently what all when the celebrities do their like IV treatments, they're doing the NAD, which is supposed to like reverse ages. I think it's like $900 for an infusion, like so it's very expensive. But like
somebody was just talking about that to me yesterday.
I desperately want to try it, and so that like I can continue to do my bed rot and not age.
Meanwhile, I'm doing everything under the sun, and she's just lying there. But another thing, so obviously I've talked a lot about turning 50, and
Wait, you're 50?
I started hormone replacement therapy. I don't know if I told you guys that, but and also. So I'll just tell you really fast because maybe somebody else is experiencing in this, and when I hear other women talk about it, it makes me feel better. But it was like in August, all of a sudden I started feeling really sad. And like, I'm not a sad person. And you guys know, I know myself well enough to know that something wasn't right. So I went to my OB and he said, all your levels are fine. And I said, I'm not leaving your office until you give me something because I'm not okay.
Right. Good for
and
you.
So I got the hormone replacement therapy patch. And I would say within 2 weeks, my mood was better.
Wow.
So I said to him, it could be that my estrogens just dropped a little bit, but for me, that could be a lot.
Significant.
To how I feel. Mm-hmm. And so now I emailed him. Now
where's the patch?
It's on you put it on the top of your tushy.
Can I see it?
I'll show Dave after my boob job. So,
From the book.
and then,
Boy.
you know, you read all these things, and he's old school, but I heard testosterone really starts to help as you are going through menopause. And so I've started testosterone, but when I went to go get it, I said to the pharmacist, all right, like, I'm not going to turn into a man, right? Like, I'm not going to all of a sudden grow balls. Like, that's why I asked if you were worried. I'm always so worried about, like,
If you grow anything, let me know.
Yeah.
I have a spot in my bed for you.
so anyways, that's helped a little bit too, with energy and, you know, sexual desire, because that diminishes. And I'm like, I don't want to
Did you dry up?
I didn't dry up. It's just,
Okay.
you know what it is?
Just
It's more
curious.
like you don't have a desire. And it's not like I didn't have any. It's just very low. And I'm not like that either. So it's all these things that I think you start to tune into because you know yourself well enough. Like, this seems odd. But then when you hear other people talk about it, you're like, oh,
Right.
if that helped, I should try it.
I commend you for bringing it up because I think it's really important. And you're always so courageous on this podcast about things you share. You
I know.
really are.
I was going to talk about social connection, but please.
Good. No, but it's only because I'm in this place and I feel like I know a lot of people in this place, a lot of my clients, a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think if you share this information, it just helps each other.
No, totally. I can't wait till I'm 50 and can take hormone replacement on my ass.
But social interaction is huge.
It's really big for me. So as much as I love to be alone and doing my bed rot, like, I have a thirst for being around, obviously, the right people, but it really does fuel me and I need that. And so if I bed rot too long, I get sad, right? Like, and Caroline is great at being like, I'm going to this, to this with me, or let's go to Newport in 2 weeks. Like, she's a doer. She's like, yo, do you want to come to Newport with us?
When you guys go?
I don't know. We're planning it. We just talked about it last night. But yeah, she's a doer. And so she helps me with that social connection and just getting out there. And I really just like thrive on being around good energy people.
I agree. I think social interaction is huge, especially I think we all realized that during COVID. With my job, I am constantly, like you guys, I go to like 5 stores a day, right? And so I'm constantly talking to people, and I had missed that so much, and I don't think you realize it until it's taken away from you. And I just couldn't wait to go back, you know, to the point that sometimes I can't go into a store because I know I'll be there for an hour talking to the people.
Yeah.
But it's so important.
I love that. I love social connection, bed rot, and a couple hugs. And Tara loves hormone replacement, and Caroline's going to go to B-Town. So
See ya. Oh, man.
bye, guys.
We're signing off.
Are we
I don't
done?
know.
Okay, Allison's done.
She's gotta go.
Gotta go
She's
get
gotta go
her
to
bed.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That's it for this week's Shortlist. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it, leave a review, or let us know what's on your short list.
Shorts beyond measure, because the most important things in life can't be quantified.